Howdy people, I'm doing a why I bought this particular bow, and that's all it's going to be. I just bought this new Excalibur crossbow. Picked it up at Canadian Tire, good price. It's the Excalibur G340. And I just was going to explain a couple things. I've been looking at these for a few days and reading up on them, watching YouTube vids, getting opinions, right? And they're making some friggin' nice bows nowadays. Bows that shoot 400 feet per second plus. So I was thinking, you know, that's pretty nice, right? But I also got thinking, the faster your bow is shooting, the higher the draw weight, the more energy, the more stress, and then, you know. So I deliberately went to this bow, which shoots a mild 340 feet per second. And that's mild, is relatively speaking, right? Because that's 100 feet per second faster than my old compound bow, which I'm basically retiring. I pulled that thing out the other day, and I've got to tell you, I'm getting kind of old and decrepit. And I can still pull 60 pounds, but that range of motion that you have to go through drawing, repeated, is too tough on my old shoulder for the amount of shots you require to really get proficient with a compound bow. So I'm actually in the process, and I maybe jumped the gun here a bit, but I'm getting an MRI on my shoulder, seeing a doctor to see if I can get the exemption to allow me to bow hunt with the crossbow. We're talking Alberta regulations here, so I have to jump through those hoops. And the truth is, by the time the doctor sees me and stuff, bow hunt season for the most part will be over here, and I won't even be talking about hunting with this year. It'll be a next year kind of deal. So yeah, this guy was $700 at Canadian Tire, and it's a great looking bow. And one of the things about it, so I'm complaining about my shoulder and stuff. This thing comes with the rope cocking thing, but Excalibur sells this guy, a crank system. And all of the Excalibur bows have, right here, there's these two holes. The bracket for this can be mounted on this bow. It will be mounted on this bow. That will enable me to crank the string back with this, which I believe is like 15 pounds of effort, versus 115 pounds if you had to pull that string back. This particular bow's got 230 pound draw weight. Like some of those 400 feet per second bows, they got 300 pound draw weight. That's tremendous stress on those limbs. Oh yeah, $250 for this thing. Canadian Tire sells this cheaper than Cabela's. Canadian Tire sells this bow cheaper than Cabela's, just so you know. But when I was at Cabela's, I did pick up this block for shooting into. It's one rated for crossbows. I picked up 3 Excalibur arrows with lighted nocks. Those will be from the broadheads. What else did I get? Regulations. Hoochie mama. I got a couple packs, 150 grain Excalibur bolt cutter broadheads. $50 each. And one of them rubber things for helping pull the arrows that are stuck in the block a bit too tight. And 150 grain field points. Anyway, so back to that, like I looked at the one that's called Assassin 420 takedown. 420 feet per second, takedown bow, comes with a TAC 100 scope. It has a built-in crank system, you know, but it was $1,800. And I got all of this for $1,300, right? The other bows that I considered one called the Bulldog 400. and it shoots 400 feet per second. Got a 280 pound draw weight. I looked at a Bulldog 440, which has 300 pound draw weight, shoots 440 feet per second, just screaming fast, right? But again, my reasoning for going to this little bow here, 340 feet per second, I just think that's gonna, I could be wrong, but I believe that means that it's probably gonna be somewhat more durable. Now, because I picked this up at Canadian Tire, the odds are pretty good this thing was put together by a high school kid. And I can tell you, I looked through the scope already, and that scope isn't even close to being level. So, yeah, they got the arrow quiver, you get the quiver on the wrong side of the bow for a right-handed shot. I gotta flip that over. I gotta fix the scope up. I didn't initially get any of the sound suppressing stuff, and I might change my mind on that. I might actually go back and get that stuff. Anyway, that's an Excalibur G340, 340 feet per second, shoots an 18-inch crossbow bolt. It has a draw weight of 230 pounds. So considerably less than those 400 feet per second bow. And again, I keep repeating myself, but I believe that means these limbs are probably going to be somewhat more durable, less stress on them. Well, that's it for now. I'll shut the camera off, I'll take this thing inside, and I'll commence to adjust it. And when I get around to having it set correctly, you know, check over the way the thing was assembled, I'll try some shots and we'll see what it shoots like.
So a couple quick pictures here of the bow set up. I got the eye relief changed a little bit, moved the scope ahead, leveled the scope correctly, and there's your bolt cutter broadheads installed and your charging handle.